crying. I want to talk about the memory again.
Tell me what you saw.
A huge forest stretching out beneath the great rock.
Where were you?
As she kneels before you on the ground, she whispers to you hoarsely and ever fainter.
Stone of the plateau.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, what is the cipher?
Color.
Cipher is a class. So we would have had to be an actual cipher class instead of a ranger to use that dialogue option. It was silver Adra, its surface warmed by the sun. As you watch her hands rise before her, she clasps them, then cups them as if feeling them for the first time. And she stares down into the cradle of her hands, and the chimes sound once, twice as they swing with the movement.
And what did these hands hold?
The same chimes you hold now. She leans back as if looking back at the sky, but her eyes are closed and the film building on them. Oh, damn it. Okay, so that was that. I feel like we're going down the right path here.
Tell me what you... The stone
It's
of the...
Adra, and then it's the mother,
what
maybe.
did these
They held a
hands
mother while
hold?
she gave birth painfully. Nope. So it's got to be the third one.
Tell me what... The stone of the... And what did these hands hold?
There was a child you were bringing forth, and your hands, I don't recall. There's a sudden intake of breath, and then a release. Her eyes blur closed, forming into slits. But in the brief glimpse you have of her changing expression, the rippling pain in her features seems to have smoothed. She swallows once, twice, and then you feel her once again in your thoughts, the rasping husk of her voice swallowed and drawn within her.
It was the birthing bell you saw.
There is surprise, followed by a
Been so
rising
long.
horror.
Have I forgotten so much?
Is she related to Andra? She's forgotten a lot of memories. I wonder if there's something related to Andra here. With the words comes a river of impulses, thoughts, as if loosened from a breaking dam, and as your mind wraps the impulses into words, you realize it is her muscles and her hardened thoughts relaxing and breathing again. There's such intensity that you almost want to step back from the flow, but you find the waves of impulses cause questions to float to the surface. Among them is a name, Watcher. What is the birthing bell?
It is a plateau formed of the spirit stone Adra.
Oh, it is an Adra
At
pillar.
its top is set a great bell, cradled in the reaching arm of the plateau. It stirs in the wind, and it sounds for leagues when struck by Kith hands. In distant times, the great bell served as a Glanfathan watchtower, perhaps. Why they abandoned it, I do not know. Other men came in time, settlers, and claimed the tower as their own. I, in turn, claimed it from them. The pillar became a cradle where I could draw new souls into the world.
Where is it located? The birthing bell lies deep in the great forest of the Deerwood at the borders of the Glenfathan lands surrounding it. Barely a town, not one you would find on any map, but it's held an important place for those there, even if we were far from the beaten track. Small families, tied like a knot, joined at the wrist in mind and thought. All were welcomed, all had purpose. In your memory, were you helping a woman give birth?
Yes. Yet, I believe you only saw a small part of the birthing ritual. It is not all in a moment, nor in a day. It is a journey of many years between the child, the mother, and I.
There was much I could do to aid the mother. Some sought the physical comforts of the ritual to steady their thoughts, even Adra from the bell. Others would seek advice, words of counsel for the days ahead. I was able to provide draughts, tinctures, and a reading of the child's spirits, all to strengthen their mother. Can you tell me about the birthing ritual?
The ritual was one of many steps. It took many tens of years to carve them, but always the child's thoughts were there to guide me, from the moment it began to awaken, to the 3 seasons within the mother, to the birthing day, and the years to follow. The child's thoughts, that is where it began. The expectant mother, I could often sense her thoughts, and those of her child, before she could. I would soothe her, free her from the panic of questions. I would sound the memory of the birthing bell atop the plateau in her mind, letting the memory of the vibrations fill my thoughts and hers. Often, the child's soul could hear it too, so the sound of the bell echoed in the mother's thoughts.
You sensed the mother's thoughts? Sharing memories and thoughts can bond lives together, as can hardships, and most of all the sharing of what is familiar. The bell itself provided shelter for such thoughts, opportunities to see deep into the crevice, hollows in the rock where one could find shelter, clefts where you could feel the Adra all around you. As she speaks, you feel your legs bent, crossed, and the warmth of walls around you and blankets woven thick beneath you. Such shared images can bond souls even tighter and allow them to draw strength from others. You mentioned the ritual lasted years. What would happen after the birth? Once the pain is channeled away and the mother and child breathe again, I sound the birthing bells on my wrists and allow the mother to hear the child's thoughts, the ringing echoing in each other's thoughts. The bells open the way between them. Let her feelings pass into the newborn and let her feel the child in return. And when the feelings meet, this is where I weave another memory and leave it tied in their minds? Did the bells play an important role in the birthing process? Yes, and for years after. I gave a set to the child after delivery. It is a reminder of the memory and the mother the child shared. You feel an odd sensation, a warmth, and you can feel a smile being shared. Then it flickers and it's gone. As the bells coax the child forward, so they accompany the child onward, fastening about the wrist to care for him in mind and body. What is going on here? There is no magic in it except the magic of practicality. If a child sought to leave their cradles or escape their cribs, the mothers know the thoughts of the warning of the chimes alone. At times, the bomb was strong. If the bomb was strong, so would I. The sensation of a smile comes again, slower, more knowing between you. If not watched, children, much trouble may be had from tiny hands. She speaks the truth. The chimes are kept until the child needs them no longer. When I no longer can hear them sounding in my mind, I know their spirit has changed, and the bonds we share are long gone. The shedding may last many years, or but a few, but it is necessary. So you watch over these children for years after their births? Children are fragile things. Even the ties of blood and mind may not be enough. They must be watched, and even then, the body may fail the mind. But if watched, even the most sickly child may cling to life if determined enough, and many of their souls were tied to me. If a child's spirit failed, I could sound the chimes in their mind and grant them strength even from afar. It did not always serve, but it gave hope. Sounds like you've seen tragedy, too. Enough to never wish to feel it again. In the times before the bell, children who died were cast upon the waters of the lake and beyond the bell. Sometimes while alive, if their past and futures were deemed weak. It was a different time. Children were treated carelessly. Those times are past. Why would you give a telling of a child's spirit?
Many would come seeking their child's future, or a reading into the child's past, the lives its soul is said to have lived. Such things are not mine to see. I meant no offense.
Oddly enough, it feels as if she's not speaking to you. Okay, yeah. You're frightened. Something about watchers. As the thought of watchers crosses your mind, you feel a sharp pain, stabbing, and the sudden burn of lashes across your back and shoulder. And then it's gone, and you feel the grieving mother before you silent, almost fearful, wary. Dude, did a watcher mess her up in the past?
I was something else, but because the title Watcher was cast on me, the word carried a weight I had neither earned nor deserved. The world seems filled with such titles. They distract, I think, from the actions of the person, from their strengths.
Why did you believe you were a watcher? Well, I mean, besides all the obvious reasons.
The world has many corners, and in some corners the name Watcher is more known. It is an easier title than others, and at times it is easier to wear. Placing a title upon what is unknown can dispel the fear of it.
True
and
story.
I did not fight it. I even believed it true, though I knew little of the ways of Watchers. It even granted me strength. I was able to see the thoughts of others, shape them, and help guide souls. Watcher seemed enough, and the name seemed to matter little in the light of one's acts.
But if they came to you to read their child's souls, what did you tell them?
I drew upon the present. I felt the soul of the mother before me, and used that to tell the child's
Oh, so you tricked them.
to give it a voice.
Cool.
If only the thoughts of the mother and the emotions that lie beneath were mine to impart. I did, and so I used that as the telling of their child's future.
What if it turned out to be untrue?
Futures fulfilled by one's own spirit are as strong as anything seen by another's eyes. And if one draws from the emotion of the mother, it matters only when harm is done. And their lives I knew well. I could weave their lives, their thoughts over time, to the mother, to the child, and once the child had been born, was sheltered, I could relax the threads of thought until the child could stand on its own.
So you shaped their thoughts and made the readings true.
This is my calling, to show them the life I see before them, and even greater, make them believe it.
No, that is not what a watcher does. We watch. We do not shape. We see them as they are.
Even the most strongly worded tells may not be enough to save a child and allow it to be born. If I have the strength to strip away the stem of a mother's spite to expose kindness, weave nurturing from disdain and neglect, then that is my calling.
This is starting to get a little bit dark.
And with the weight of Watcher behind my thoughts, these tells gain strength. Strength I never possessed on my own. They believed. And what they believed became the truth. With each child that was set upon that path, the title of Watcher became stronger. You must understand, without such weight upon my words, many lives would have been lost, drowned, cast in the lake beyond the bell. Now the trail to the lake is lost and reclaimed by the forest, as was meant. A Watcher was not there to look over us, but it was a Watcher that saved them. And with a Watcher's strength, children were born, were cared for, and grew strong.
To inflict your will on another, that is not reading, that is control.
What use is a frightened will when a spirit is at stake? Would you let the fears of a mother end her newborn's life? You felt it in the memory, the weight of it, the importance of the child's life. It was a memory we shared.
Did we share that memory, or did you inflict it on me? And suddenly there's a rasping cry across your consciousness. She raises her hands, and you see the chimes draped from them, yet they make no sound as she moves.
A greater good was done, and children were saved. It is a choice you may be forced to make one day, and when faced with it, you will make the same one.
I feel like this is an important choice. I'm gonna go with 3. When that happens, I'll be making my own choice.
This choice is not yours to make, Watcher. You will do as the world needs, as its children need. It is greater than you and your twist of sight.
Damn, dude. Alright, let me do this first. Ah, great. Perhaps she'll open up to me as more as our journey continues. Okay, good. So we have progressed her dialogue up to the point where we can rest in the out in the open, and it should trigger the next step. So what we'll do now is we'll head down and do the dragon. We'll free the dragon, or see what we're going to do with that. And then at that point, we'll figure out what we're doing next. You already made your choice when you sided with Hylia? Yeah. Okay. I figured as much.
Greetings.
There we go. And we'll grab you too. Oh yeah, let's take a look at these. I don't like the armor speed penalty though. Oh, I mean, that's so good. That's so good. Oh, we could do that. Probably a little bit better for her. Looking good, buddy. Looking good. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay.
Yes?
Now we have Ranger-fied him. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ew. Okay. By the way, I know there's a lot of ladies at work today, so I'm very sorry for the distraction. We can kind of all work through it together. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Sick Attack with a new Prime sub. Vipro getting a sub from Dizzle. Enigmatic Cake Lord getting a sub from Dizzle as well. Thank you for that. The Dan Curl. Oh, dude, it is my pleasure. And thank you for supporting everything we do here. Zap Brannigan with the 500 cheer, dude. Thank you. Would say this is for the wifey, but aren't all the tips and subs on any given day for the wife in the end? Happy wife, happy life, buddy. Happy wife, happy life. That's what he said next. Keep up the great work, man. Thank you, Zap Brannigan. I really appreciate it. Oh, stay hydrated, bot. Thanks. We also have Soup is Tasty with the getting a sub from Hey, it's Pixis. Pippy Potts with a new sub. Sertalis with a new sub. And Shifter with the 38 months. Good show to you, friends. Thank you for the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. You have no idea how happy it makes me that I can play a game that I'm basically reading to you, and we have 8,200 people in here watching. Thank you. Thank you. Most streamers I talk to are legit scared to stream games like this, so I want to really thank you guys for not only letting me play these for you, but letting me just enjoy them with you. It's awesome. So thank you. I really appreciate it. And PoE 2, man, I can't wait to play that with you guys. It's going to be good. All right, so we're going to go down to Master Below. Got to go to the Black Meadow. We're going to see what we're going to do with this. I should do audiobooks? Oh, well, thank you. That's nice of you to say. We will agree to disagree. Okay, we'll do Sagani after this. Let's get this done first. I don't know if this is going to be a fight. So let's go figure out what we're doing here. We may have to, like, fight her and incapacitate her and put the amulet on her. I doubt I'll be able to talk her into it, but we'll see. Oh, real quick, for those who don't know what we're doing. We fought to the end of the Endless Pass. We met an Adder Dragon. Most people fight and kill the dragon. But we're doing something different. There's an alternate way to do it, where you can actually free the dragon into the soul of another person. Now, there's a elf up here that apparently can hold the dragon's soul. The only issue is that we have to trick her into wearing an amulet infused with the dragon's power. I don't know how we're going to do that. So that is where we are now. I also don't know where she is. Only if the audiobook is accompanied by sound effects from this channel. Love it. I see dead people. Lots of dead people. We got 2 camps up here she could be at. Up. A woman in gleaming mail stands guard before the shrine, her head bowed in thought or prayer. The clasp of her cloak bears the engraving of a dog's head. Gallowayne. The amulet rises in your pack, seeming almost to be alive. You feel a pressing compulsion to do as the dragon asked and place it about the woman's neck. Greetings, stranger. Don't see too many travelers out this way lately. Shame, really. You must be Fallon Road. I didn't think my name was common knowledge. How is it you know me? It's a long story. Let's just say that there's a dragon with its mind set on your corpse. She wanted me to find you. Almost as soon as the words clear your lips, the amulet you hold shatters with a loud crack? Oh. I certainly am, however, it must have been tempting, but the dragons make poor allies. Our ways are alien to them, and they don't much care about keeping promises. I'll teach you what I've learned from my time fighting her kind, and you can go better prepared into that battle? Doesn't last very long. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. Thank you, Nightfall Warden. Here's some bits and a big happy birthday to Lena, with whom I share a birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Nightfall Warden. Awesome, buddy. Happy birthday. Cool, cool, cool. Shaylin says, she's being awfully chill about you telling her that you were there to murder her. Right? Right. What's up, Religash? How you doing today, dude? Didn't I want to kill the dragon? No, not necessarily. We've already saved one dragon. And I'm actually kind of okay. Like, the thing is here's my thought process, guys. If we kill the dragon now, we will have most likely no encounter in the next game, and clearly no opportunity to loot her. If we set her free, then not only may we encounter her in PoE 2, but maybe she'll have some loot on her in PoE 2. So basically all I'm doing is moving loot between the two games. So, yeah.
Welcome.
You must be Fallon Road. Got some questions. Wait, what? You've lost an item? What are you doing out here? Come out here on occasion. Good hunting around here? You would think so. Who are you? Fallon Road of the Scorched Blade, perhaps the only Scorched Blade left these days. What are the Scorched Blades? Dragon Hunters. We were a ragtag bunch from the beginning. Started with clearing worm infestations, and then we began to hunt down the drakes. Members came and went, we earned some fame for ourselves, and we helped bring down a full-grown dragon. We were glorious in our own way, a glorious mess sometimes, but it didn't last. Some of our members fell in with the Hounds, or else the Society of the Talon. Me, I don't care much for looting old temples or rubbing elbows with highborn pricks convinced their Galloway's chosen. I've been looking for you. Throw the amulet around her neck. Fallon Road jerks back almost in the same movement you reach out, but you prove faster. The chain falls about her hand and the heavy gem pulls it down for the rest of the way. What? What are you doing? She stares at you bewildered until something seems to distract her. Her expression shifts, brows furrowing as she listens. There's a flare of light from the amulet, which pulses like a star. Fallon Road's face darkens, mouth pressed into a thin line as she concentrates. Idiot. You think to buy an alliance with a monster? I'll not be the coin you do so with. I'll end you here, sycophant, and your dragon as well. She readies her poleaxe and leaps towards you with a shout. Oh. So wait, if I kill her though...
Not even slowing it down!
Your next blow sends the Dragon Slayer to her knees. She looks up at you with an undisguised loathing, gritted, blooding teeth. You don't know what you're doing! Think what she'll do with this freedom! The amulet heaves and twists, and a thick miasma seems to pour from the heavy gem, unseen by all but you. It moves towards Fallon Road's eyes and face, and you hear her shouts of anger. She recognizes it's too late. She recognizes too late the renewed incursion. No! She tries to rise, only to crumple once more to the ground. You will regret! What else she meant to say is swallowed up by her strangled cry, her limbs jerk, fingers spasming. You have the impression of a weak, frail light rising from her body, only to be scattered by a sudden pulsing glow. You are struck with a fleeting sensation of despair, and then a stronger, heady triumph. For a moment all is still, and then Fallon Road's gaze settles upon you once again. Her eyes gleam a familiar, fiery gold. She looks down at herself with cursory interest, and then rises smoothly to her feet. I wasn't sure about this at first, but I've got to admit, now that I have a dragon friend, it's harder to feel bad about it. Dragon? How does it feel? She makes a strangled noise, a growling cough, and then frowning tries again. It is... Ah, Watcher, you know not the difference. I have felt all these things before, but as through a fog. What small lungs this body has. How quick the beat of its heart. She turned toward you. You have freed me. It is no small thing to have a dragon in your debt. I'm glad to be of service. I promised you something of worth. I cannot fight your battles, but you will find no small amount of wealth down in the caverns where you found my original form. I've gathered to myself 1,000 tales in those many years beneath the earth, but I'll remember yours most dearly. You will be more than a match for this Theos. It should be quite the spectacle. I am almost sorry to miss it. 2,000 years, and now I am free. I know not where I will go first. The Valian Republics, perhaps? Or the plains of Reedceris? I should like to run, I think. Farewell, Roger. I gotta admit, that dragon doesn't seem super evil. Like, I'm strangely okay with that. I kind of like the idea that we didn't kill a 2,000-year-old being just because. Like, I don't know. This is going to be. I'm very interested to see if this is going to move into PoE 2, because I know that kind of seems like the evil option. I know it kind of seems like the evil option, but I'll tell you this: Obsidian has a way of taking the evil option and making it gray, and I wonder if this is one of those situations. You say that we killed an innocent, but that innocent was hunting down dragons for years. They basically made them extinct. I mean, let's be real here. I mean, they hunted these guys into extinction. I think there's kind of a poetic justice that she got, you know, taken in a zone full of skeletons of dragons. Also, I think it's kind of a bit of poetic justice that she got possessed by a dragon after killing them. I don't know. I'm strangely okay with this decision. I'm kind of okay with this decision. Oh, okay, now we got to sleep out here. Cohh, you got mad at the grieving mother for rightfully doing what she did, and then you just murdered a woman with a dragon. I did not murder a woman with a dragon. I simply borrowed her body for a dragon. It's different. It's an important difference. Okay, let's sleep. Naga Princess, Cohh's acting like Sean Connery. Well, the penis mightier, and the day is mine. Let's do... Oh. Alright. Talk?
Your mind comes bearing...
I heard the name Watcher in your thoughts when you remembered the birthing bell. Why?
It is because I once believed
No, we've
I
already
was
done
one,
this, right?
and others believed I was one.
Suck it, Trebek.
I've done a lot of these. Why do you believe you were a Watcher? Yeah. There's another name for someone with your abilities. Yeah, I don't think we've done this yet. I see the word cipher in your mind and see its meaning. Although I did not train in such things, and the title feels more like a cloak the world casts on me and judges me for. It's curious how a title such as that can define one and at times be the source of such emotion that comes from no one but the voice of others. It is a curse of the world. Do you know anything about Watchers? Okay, so we're like completely caught up with her. I know sometimes we have to actually move maps. I'm gonna go get this done real quick. Where do we need to do this? Osiric is in. Okay, let's go. I want to start getting some of these quests.
You must
cleared
gather
out.
your party before venturing forth.
I love that so much. I think we have to go here and give the breastplate back to the guy in the dozens. Oh, and yeah, we got to go get the loot in the Dragon Cave for sure. Yep, we'll be doing that in just a minute. Yep. Sir Tyr with the $100 tip. Dinner for Lena and Cohh on her birthday. Happy birthday, Lena. Thanks for letting Cohh play with us every day. We appreciate it. Sir Tyr, I will make sure she gets the message. Thank you so much for your continued support, my man.
Certainly.
It's insanely appreciated, buddy. Thank you. We had a guy come by. He requests your aid in an upcoming meeting with the representatives of the Fisher Crane tribe. Uh-oh, we lost a guy. Let's bring back the Gold Pack Knight. There we go. Oh. Request your aid. So I can't do anything here, unfortunately. So we're gonna turn this quest in and then go back to Caed Nua and deal with that situation. Let's go turn this in real quick. Even though we've taken Crucible Knights as our faction, I'm pretty sure this is one of those pre-quests that you can do before you pick a side. So I think we can turn this in without any issues. There's a small chance. I'm going to save it before we do this. We're going to have to keep a close eye on our faction, because there's a small chance that the fact that I pledged to Crucible Knights first and then went back to finish the early Dozens quest, this may mess it up a little bit. Hello, Cohh. Hello, chat. Am I reading Cohh's stream title, Preparing Our Save for PoE 2 tomorrow? Did Cohh not say that he won't be playing a Ranger again? So the save file will still have Cohh as a Ranger, not a Druid Monk? Oh, no. Alex, let me explain this real quick. for reasons unknown to me, maybe they've talked about this already, but for some reason the game forces you to make a new character in PoE 2. So when you import a save game from PoE 1, it does not load your character, it loads your choices. It loads the choices you made throughout your game. So, but Cohh as a ranger, oh, he's dead. I will never play a ranger again. This has been the most boring class ever. No. But, well, you know, that's how that works. Yeah, it's kind of like Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, but keep in mind, guys, keep in mind, if you want